And you know what? You had a story that you told, and there we go. We got the graphic with your Brooklyn Dodger uniform, and you have a young lady who's thrilled to be getting an autograph, and Jackie's got a nice smile on his face, and we could see that the two of you, how well you bonded with each other. And you had two interesting stories. If you could tell the first one quickly, when you were a minor leaguer, you don't know if you're going to make it. You're going out there, you're throwing a game against the big club right down in Florida.
Right. Yeah, we went from Double-A at Fort Worth, Texas. I was a Dodger affiliate, and the big club in the spring of '48 came through to play their affiliate, and I got to pitch. I was only in my second year. I just had one season, but I pitched very well that day against the Dodgers for about 5 or 6 innings. When the game was over, I heard a voice, "Where's Erskine?" And my teammates in the Fort Worth dugout said, "Hey, Carl." And it was Jackie Robinson, who had come across the field from the Dodger dugout. And I stepped out onto the playing field with Jackie and met him for the first time. She shook my hand, and he said, "Young man, you're not going to be in this league very long. I hit against you twice today, and you're going to be a Dodger before you know it."
Wow.
Boy, what a boost that was to a kid.
We all know that you threw 2 no-hitters. Your first one was against the Chicago Cubs, and I guess the first of anything is always a thrill. But Carl, if you will, tell us the tie-in with the second no-hitter that's very near and dear to your heart. Not only was it at beloved Ebbets Field, tell us about the tie-in with Jackie that day when you threw that no-hitter.
Well, it was 1956, so Jack and I had both been in the league for a while, and Jackie was older. And I got to the ballpark. I saw a newspaper open on one of the trunks, and it said the Dodgers are over the hill. Now, this was Saturday, May the 12th. It was game of the week, and I'd had a cortisone shot in my shoulder the night before because I was having lots of arm trouble. And so I saw that, but the sub-headline said, "And Erskine can't win with the garbage he's been throwing." And it also mentioned Campy, that Campy was too old. So he said the Dodgers are over the hill. That was Tom Sheehan, who was the chief scout for the Giants. Well, anyway, I was pretty tense that day because I almost asked Alston for another day's rest when he handed me the warm-up ball, but I couldn't hand it back to him. So I went out, and I'll tell you what, you talk about only having a prayer. That's about what I felt like. That's about all I had. But anyway, the game started, and I was getting them out pretty good. We finally scored in the middle of the game, and so I got to the 9th inning, and lo and behold, Alvin Dark was the last hitter. When he bounced out to me for the end of the game, I'd pitched a no-hitter. And Jackie had saved the no-hitter in the 5th inning when Mays hit a shot, and Jackie was playing third base. He made a fantastic pickup of a ball that should have gone through the hole for a hit. He saved the no-hitter and threw Mays out easy.
Wow,
so when I got the final out, Jackie rushes from third base to the mound, and he shakes my hand. Then he turns and runs back toward the foul line on the third base side where the Giant dugout was, and Tom Sheehan had been seated in the Giant box right by the dugout. And Jackie pulled that article out of his pocket, and he waved it at the Giant bench and Tom Sheehan and said, "How you like that garbage?"
Wow.
And that was how intense Jackie was. He was such a competitor.